Okay. Squeaky ass. Squeaky. Squeaky, squeaky. Squeaky ass chair. Alright. We're here. We're live. We're awesome. We're the coolest. We're the best to ever do it, really. Let's be real. Right, so we are here. We are going to be doing a more arty live stream today, since I won't be reading tonight. But I still wanted to stream for you guys and bring you guys some content. So yeah, we're just gonna chill and have a fun little art stream. Um, we have got some missing frames again, but as long as the stream just doesn't decide to implode on itself and perish, we should be okay. We should be okay. I don't mind if it's like a little bit laggy, but as long as it isn't like every second. I might have to check it myself on the YouTube just to make sure we're all good. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Um, so we're just gonna stream for a couple hours. We're gonna see how the turntables turn, and yeah, we're hopefully gonna have a good stream. I might do a starting soon actually, so I can just go and have a moment to myself just to prepare. So I will be 2 secs, I suppose. Okay, we are back. Let me just double check that the microphone is actually working. Yes, okay, cool. Big mic is working. Okay, cool. And let me just check how bad this lag thing is on my YouTube end. Let me double check. Just to see how bad it actually is. Oh, oh God, it is. That is terrible. Oh, oh, good Lord. Audio's fine now. Audio seems to be okay. But yeah, Jesus Christ, that is very laggy. Very laggy camera. Very laggy cam today, but we kind of just got to deal with that. We kind of just got to deal with that. Let's be real here. Not a lot we can do. Whoa, flashbang. I'm going to pop open my drink here. I got a pineapple, banana and coconut drink. I got it yesterday. Very nice, very light to drink. Pop that open. Fucking gorgeous. Love it. Okay. So, we have a little drawing that we need to finish off from yesterday. Just a little drawing, just a little guy. A little drawing guy. Oh, I missed the first page. You did it on the second page. Oh, well. You can see a little marking here. I got really upset at the terrible internet just constantly shutting down the stream yesterday, and I threw my phone down onto the sketchbook, and now there's just an outline. So maybe we could do something with that, though. Who knows? You never know. Never know. But yeah, we're just gonna carry on with this drawing and thicken up these like outlines here. But yeah, I hope it's not too laggy, but it is saying skip frames detected 25% over the last 2 minutes, so it's a lot. And this camera isn't exactly like high FPS either. But, you know, we're doing this stream for fun. Let's be real here. Let's be real here. So, Shiggy's eyes. Shiggy's eyes. That is the question. What are his eyes like? What are his eyes like? Hang on. Yeah, I didn't want to do like a super massive big drawing on the first page. I kind of want to fill this in with just like a lot of like nice little tidbits. I suppose like we will occasionally get you know, we might occasionally do a bigger drawing, but as for now, we're just going to be doing smaller little doodles and sketches and stuff that we can do nice little watercoloring jobs on. Oh, 57% over the last 2 minutes. I don't know what this is, guys. I'm very sorry about the skipped frames. I think it's got to be a Wi-Fi issue. I'm very sorry about that, guys. There isn't exactly a lot that I can really do about it, sadly. So you kind of just have to cope with it. We're gonna do one eye there. That's one eye. Oh, we've done that one a bit far up, I think. We've done that eye a bit too far up. Let's have a look. It's always weird drawing like this. I've kind of got to be a bit back from the camera, which is a bit weird. Actually, I could always just pull him a bit closer here. Oh, that feels way better. That feels way more convenient for me. Yeah, his eye needs to be a bit more down here, maybe. See, now it's too far to the side. This is always a big fucking issue. You always get one eye done, you're like, yeah, that eye's good, and then you get to the other eye and you're like, fuck, now it's too far to the left, too far to the right, it's too far down, it's too far up, you know. You can never quite get it right. You can never quite get them both right, can you? If we just narrow them together a bit more. That's way better. He doesn't really have... Does he have eyebrows? I don't fucking know. Does this man have eyebrows? That is a great question. Does this man have eyebrows? Gives him little, I guess, like scar marks. I remember he had some like scarring kind of marks. He's got very dry skin. You know, I think I've spotted another problem. His nostril here, way too far up. And that eye, the iris, so I don't know why it's like so far up in his eye, but that shit needs to be moved down to like there. Yeah, that's way better. And then the nostril, one there. There we go. Okay, that's looking way better. Yeah, that's looking good. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's looking way better. Hell yeah. Okay. Okay, cool. That is a little shiggy sketch. A little shiggy sketch. We are going to be watercoloring this bad boy. That's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be watercoloring him, I think. Right, so watercolors. Now I'm feeling, just to test the paper quality, just to like see how good this paper is actually going to be with watercolor, I'm just going to use these like basic watercolors. If you're from the UK, that'll set some memories off from art class. But yeah, we're just gonna use some basic watercolors, just to test them out and see how good it is on this paper. Because I mean, I bought this sketchbook for pretty cheap, like $5.99, pretty good. But the price doesn't always tell you much about the paper. So we're going to have a look. I mean, it doesn't even say anything on the front. Just a sketching journal. Acid free. I don't know. Can't tell you. Couldn't tell you. So yeah, we're just going to just say fuck it. We're going to go for it. We're going to hopefully be okay. So let me grab my pot of brushes that I'm just going to have on my side. Actually, I'm going to put it... Right, let's move this pencil case. Let's move my pencil case over to there. That can go over there as well, and then I can put my brushes over here. Right, cool. So, I'm thinking we start with just like a base wash of some colour. What colour? I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Probably like a washed out, very, 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 very watery grey. I think would work. Just so we can get like the hair down. I think that would probably be best. Methinks. I don't know. Don't look at me. I'm not that great with watercolors. Actually, first off, I should probably. I'm gonna put my junk over there, just so it's out of the way. I'm going to go and fill my mug with water. So I will just be right back. Ah. Cough, cough, cough. Cough, cough, cough. I'm back. Hello. With ass internet. You can tell it's ass internet because my hands are probably extremely laggy. You like very not smooth. You can even see it on my end. There is a lot of frames being skipped. This is all. It's apparently problems with internet. So yeah, not very great. Not very great, but we work with what we got. Ugh. So I just get yelled at by my mum. Okay, no, I thought I did. I thought I got yelled at for some reason. Right. Here you go. So I'm just gonna use fan brush. Actually, we're gonna just like, get a bit of a test layer, I suppose. Right, I don't want this to be a very dark grey, so we're just going to water this down a fuck ton. Right, hopefully this will do. And we're just going to... Yeah, that's not bad. That's okay. Just a wash over of grey first off. The paper's okay. It's not exactly built for watercolour, but it'll do the job just fine, I think. It'll do the job just fine, methinks. It'll do the job. Right. Next, we're probably going to go in with a bit of a darker grey, actually, I think, for the hair. Yeah, I know his hair's white, but I like a good bit of grey. Grey's always good. Grey's always good to add, and then we can also go in with white highlights later on as well, really. So, right. Depends how strong this grey paint is actually going to end up being as well. Because I don't know, it could end up being a very strong grey. Let's have a look. Let's go. Let's take a look. I'm nervous. It's okay. It's okay. It's nothing. Yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's not too bad. Oh, I think I got a bit too much on my paintbrush then. There you go. Not too bothered about being super duper neat with this, especially because his hair's pretty dang scraggly. Shiggy is a scraggly guy. He's a scraggly guy. He's a scraggly guy with scraggly hair. He's got scraggly hair and he just don't care. I'm going to zoom in a bit. There we go, we're going to get the camera pretty close in, so you guys have got a bit of a better view at what's going on. That's pretty good so far though. That's pretty good. Next is skin tone, and this is usually where I tend to struggle a little bit here. So to be honest, I quite like it in black and white. It looks a bit like a whole like manga piece. I might even keep it all black and white except for the red for his cloak, really. Yeah, that could be pretty good. That could be pretty fun and interesting. Where's my other watercolor set, actually? Because this set has some better reds in it. We have a lot of skipped frames, man. That's awful. I'm so sorry about the skipped frames. There just isn't anything I can really do about it. There isn't much I can really do about it. I'm going to check it. Like, see how bad it is for myself, because I don't trust that it's coming up properly on my end on stream here. Let me check. Let's see how bad that is. How bad is that coming up? It's taking a while to happen on mine. Latency's pretty bad as well. Oh yeah, we're really laggy. God. Yeah, I'm very sorry about that. There just isn't a lot I can really do about it. I've tried resetting my camera. Even Streamlabs says it isn't an issue with the camera itself. It's with the internet. So there isn't much I can really do. My apologies. Right. Okay. Boom. So we're going to be using that red. Push that back in. Oh, that was so far out. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do the red. Let's do this. It's quite a nice red as well, this. So, just put a little sample there. Okay, we need a bigger brush. We need a bigger brush. That's instantly what I thought then. Okay, that brush just did not want to do anything then. I probably haven't actually used this brush before, that might be why. There we go. Let's load up a good chunk on there. Make sure we water it down enough. Yeah. Now we get back in there. Hey, hey. That's what we're talking about. Yeah, I'm not too bothered if we go out of the lines too much, to be honest. We're doing just a pretty rough little watercolour in here. So I'm pretty okay with it if it goes too much out of the lines. In fact, it just looks a bit more stylized, really, let's be real. 51% frames skipped over the last 10 minutes. That's a lot. Sorry, the last 2 minutes, sorry. That's like a lot. That's a lot of frames. I'm very sorry about this, guys. Okay, now we're going to need a dark red. We're going to need a dark red. I don't know if this red is going to work. Might also have to wait until that's dried up a little bit. That gives us time to test out this, because this is maybe a bit too purpley. Yeah, that is looking very purple to me. Maybe we just get a bit of black. Now we mix that up with the red we already got, and then that'll make a, I mean, naturally that should make a darker red, I should imagine, but we don't want the red so dark it's like, you know, like a metric fuck ton of like darkness in there. We want it to be kind of like just a mid-tone, really. Would that work? Maybe. We're never gonna know once we actually go in there and do it. Let's brighten up just a tinge bit more. Okay. I'm absolutely not ready to do this. I'm gonna wait for that to dry just a little bit more. Just a teeny weeny bit more. I'm gonna have a sip of my drink actually, while I wait for that to dry. It's looking good so far though. I'm pretty happy with it. Obviously, it looks better in you know, in my eyes than the you know, the low quality camera. But to be honest, I've already been looking at getting a better camera. This brand, they do better ones. I mean, this was one of their cheapest ones. I think it was actually their cheapest ones. Hold on, while that paint's drying, I'm gonna have a look actually at some of their better cameras. Do 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 do. What was it? What brand was it? I've literally forgotten the brand. Pakotu. Pakotu. High quality camera. I don't know. Let's have a look. Well, let's go on to the Pakotu store. And that one's £45, which isn't as much. I also don't like that one as much. I kind of like the squiggliness of this one, to be honest. I mean, the one I have was supposed to be 41, but I got it on offer for 33. Oh, they only do 2. Okay, right. Desk camera. So listen, I'm not looking to spend about £100 on a camera. That's all I'm going to say on that one. What's this one? It's also the question of, will it work on this laptop? Will it work for streaming on this laptop? I mean, that one's easy, folds away and stuff. And how's the actual camera quality though? How much is it? £46. It's not bad. So you can never quite trust the actual like pictures they give you. Going like, oh yeah, this is the quality of the camera, because they'll just like take the actual picture of like what the camera's supposed to be taking the picture of, and then they'll just like keep it high quality anyway. That's what they're gonna do. Right. Right, let's get some of this red here. I think that's dried enough. Yeah, we'll be fine. Yeah, perfect, perfect. And it's still a little bit red as well. Sorry, not red, wet as well. So it's perfectly fine with me. Oh, felt my tummy rumbling then. I must be getting hungry. We have a lot of... There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Okay. Let's get a finer brush. A very fine brush. What's my finest one I've got? This isn't the finest one I've got, but it'll do. Hopefully we don't fuck this part up. We're going to use that same red just to dot the eyes in. Hell yeah. Okay. I'm pretty happy with that. Can we zoom in a bit more, actually? Should be alright. Okay. So I'm just going to wait for that to properly dry. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to outline that once that's dried. That's all we need to wait for, is just the red to dry pretty much. And then we're going to outline that properly. I'm going to make it, we're going to give it some cross hatching. It's going to look proper manga-like. Alright, put that away. Yeah, we're getting a lot of skip frames. I'm very sorry about the quality, guys. I'm very sorry. Okay, right. I have a sip of my drink again, I think. Wunderbar. Yeah, I'm actually quite excited to outline this. I feel like we've done pretty dang good. So, hold on, I'm just going to lower that on my screen. There we go. So now I've got a better view myself, actually, now. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I just need to wait to outline it now. It's very fuzzy, the camera, isn't it? The camera is very fuzzy. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Yeah, we're gonna zoom ourselves upwards just a bit more. There we go. Shit, I fucked up the camera now. No, it's never going to be right. That'll have to do, yeah. That'll have to do. Okay. Still just waiting for that to dry. That will take a little bit. Not too long, I hope, but has it actually done with... Well, it's not done too bad bleeding onto the other side. That's okay. Yeah, this paper's alright. Oh, no, I think I might just snack on some crisps, actually, while I'm waiting. To be honest as well, if I finish this, which we will be finishing this, I might start a new stream and just carry on reading Goblet of Fire. Usually I do my reading streams at about 7 PM, but I'll probably do one earlier today to make sure we can get one in because we do have a lot of reading to do. So it'll be my first time reading earlier on in the day. I don't know how well it's going to do. In fact, I reckon it's going to perform like ass earlier on in the day. But it is what it is. Right. I'm going to put these paintbrushes away now. Boom. It's my pencil case. My dirty, filthy pink pencil case, which definitely needs a wipe. There you go. Those are probably going to be our pens. How's that looking? Still wet. Well, damp. Very slow going. Very, very slow going. Waiting for it to dry. But, fuck it. Okay. Here we go. We're just going to start with the face and the hair, I think. I feel like I've gone too big here on the... Yeah, we've gone... have we? So is the thing, judging which size you got to use. I'll put the camera closer. Nope. Fucking hate having to fiddle with this thing. I have a big fear that's going to fall over. But I hope it doesn't. I hope it does not. Now again, I fucking proper squished that in, haven't I? Look at that. Oh, it's not even going to focus, is it? Can I autofocus? How tiny that nib is, man. I've pushed that shit in hard. I've been using the number 3 a lot for my comic recently. So, have I got another one? Shit. Oh well, it'll do. It'll do. It'll work. As long as it still works, it's fine, right? Here we go. There we go. I was nervous. So yeah, we want to be avoiding the red, I'm pretty sure, because it's definitely still wet. Okay, cool. Now we are definitely going to have to wait for the rest of it to dry. But I'm really happy with the grey, especially for the grey with the hair. I'm really happy with how the hair looks. But I'm terrified to touch anything else right now. Right. We're going to go in with the finer pen. The 0.2. So I'm going to go in with now. I'm going to just have to be very careful. You might even have to go in with an even finer one. Oh yeah, we definitely want to be getting a finer pen now. What's the finest one we got? Is it just a 0.1? I think so. That's fine by me. Oh my god, can't believe this. We've got a patch of hair right there. Uh-oh, I hope the stream hasn't died. Stream hasn't died, right? Okay, no, I know it hasn't. Okay, that's fine. go. There we go. Tell you what, the house is very loud right now. So, I don't know if any other artists might see this or are currently watching, I don't know. But I'd like to know how you guys do shading a lot, because I, personally, am a huge fan of hatching. I love it. I love hatching. It's my favourite way to shade. Seriously, I love it to bits. I'm a big hatching fan. I love using it because you can get like so many little details in as well. It's great. If you even want to make certain areas darker as well, you can just change up the angle slightly, and then boom, instantly looks darker. Instantly looks darker. Right, I'm gonna assume it's nearly dried. Nearly dried. Uh-oh. Hang on. I will be right back while this rest of this paint dries. We're back. Here's Shiggy. Looks like he's got like a bit of blood on his lip or something. Once we outline that, that'll look fine now. But yeah. That's all dried now, yeah. Right. We can go in. We can outline it all. Here we go. Whoop, whoop. Okay. It's like he's wearing black lipstick. It does a little bit, doesn't it? It does. But like when you look at it in real life, it's fine. It's because of how fuzzy the camera is. You can't like quite make everything out because of like how shit quality this camera is. But there you go. That's about as close as I can get for you. It looks alright. I'm quite happy with that. First time drawing Shiggy. Right. Just get some hatching done. Right, okay, I got the 0.1. Nice. There we go. That's not bad. I'm pretty happy with that. Pretty happy with him. Look, you know what? Actually, we're gonna give him a thicker outline as well. Yo, that looks so sick. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you so much. I'm not a My Hero fan. I'm just doing it because someone asked me to. I'm not the hero everyone wants, but I'm the hero they deserve. Just give him a nice thick outline. I was going to use my brush pen to outline him, but I decided against it. Oh. There we go. Just going to thicken this up over here as well a bit more. There we go. That's Shiggy Maracne done. Shiggy my acne. Shiggy Manacne. Whatever his name is. There you go. I'm actually hold on. There's one thing we actually forgot to do. I gotta make sure this pen fucking works though first, because half the time it doesn't. Right. There we go. You can't. That isn't really coming up very well on stream, but yeah. The title of this though? What? Art and Chill? That's all it is though. What markers do you use? I don't actually use markers. I prefer watercolor. I used to love markers when I was younger, but now I have like such a big passion for watercolors. I used to hate the things when I was a kid. But if I had to pick my favourite marker that I've ever used, it has to be Winsor and Newton. Oh, mwah. Winsor and Newton are just amazing. They don't blend as well as like Copics might, but I think that they're like, when you lay them down properly, they do look a lot nicer than Copics, to be honest, in my opinion. But yeah, Windsor and Newton are great. Reminds me of My Hero Academia a lot. It is. I'm not a My Hero Academia fan. In fact, I'm quite vocal about that on my stream, actually. I'm not a fan of My Hero Academia at all. But someone asked me to draw this, so I drew it. Because I like people. I like people. Let's get a little darker in there as well. There we go. There you go. Right, I'm gonna stop touching it up now in case I Windsor and Newton is all I use. Yeah, Windsor and Newton are like, they're so good. They're so fucking good. But no, yeah, I personally nowadays I just like watercoloring. I love watercoloring. It's part of it's like the texture as well, and it's why I kind of prefer doing traditional rather than digital art. To be honest, I'm a lot better at traditional. For me, when I was trying to transition into digital, it felt like I was like it felt like trying to learn to walk again in a weird way. Is like the best way I can describe it. I'm actually really happy with how the dark red has showed up. Actually, I'm really happy with that. Yeah, that's my first time I've actually drawn Shigaraki as well, so, you know, yeah, that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. I want to draw some more, but the question is, I don't know what to draw. What should I draw next? What should I draw next? I'm not, something other than My Hero Academia. Something that isn't My Hero, okay? I don't want it looking like I like it or anything, you know? Just go grab my drink. Just gonna grab my drink. What should I draw next? Now I've finished Shiggy. Who should I slap on this big piece of paper now? Here you go. I'm gonna... I'm gonna bring the camera up and out. Shit, we're really... Hang on. Hey, there we go. Okay, cool. Nope, that's still... Fuck me, man. I really hate trying to finick with this camera, man. I hate it. Right, okay. You know Ken Kaneki, Kaneki Ken from Tokyo Ghoul looks so good. You start Tokyo Avengers. Tokyo. So you guys are recommending the ones that like I either don't really know or don't really like. Like My Hero Academia, don't like it. Not for me. Tokyo Ghoul, I had season 1 entirely spoilt for me when I was younger, and turned me off from the entire show. I also fucking hate the opening with a passion. But I wouldn't mind drawing Kankanake. I wouldn't mind drawing Kunikiniki. Just trying to adjust this camera. I'll zoom it in once we got the little sketch done anyway. But Tokyo Avengers as well. I've just never watched Tokyo Avengers. Never watched it. A lot of the more like recent anime I just have not watched. I've not watched it. It's like the 2012 sort of era of anime was when I was into it. Not that I like that anime now, you know, but so either Ken Kaneki or just Tokyo Avengers. Fucking helicopter. Can you go away? It's just rude, isn't it? You guys can probably hear that as well. It's pretty loud. Tokyo was technically my first anime that got me cemented into anime, so it has a special place in my heart. Yeah, fair enough. I think a lot of people might have like experiences like that with certain anime. Like I have one friend who like they like Fairy Tail, but a lot of it is nostalgia because it was their very first anime. Whereas like I'll look at Fairy Tail and I'll go, this is ass. But then again, I don't even have that kind of stuff with anime. Like my first anime technically was I'm gonna have to go with Sword Art Online. I'm pretty sure it was, and I fucking hate that thing. I hate it. I'm so like upset at myself that I used to like it when I was 12. Awful. So I don't fuck with My Hero Academia. With Tokyo Ghoul, only season 1 and 2 were good in my opinion. Okay. Right, we're gonna slow down. We're gonna. Alright, because Ken Kaneki. Ken Kaneki. We're just gonna go Kaneki. Because Kaneki was recommended first, we're gonna go Kaneki. So what? I'm not proficient with this guy. So what does he look like? It's time to go on Pinterest. Ken Kaneki. Hopefully this will fix my Pinterest. Oh, that's Kaneki. That art is so iconic. That is a really nice art piece. I do really like that. But yeah, no, I think everyone when I was younger was like, oh, Tokyo Ghoul's like the coolest shit ever. You should watch it. And then like little 12-year-old me was like, nah, fuck that shit. I'm a contrarian. All right, let's have a look. What you want me to do with the white hair? I mean, white hair's always cool. Let's be fucking real. White hair is awesome. Let's be real. White hair is way cooler than like black hair. I'm scared. I don't want to draw him with the mask on because I know I'll probably end up fucking up on the teeth. Especially with these characters, I'll probably do like a screenshot from the anime, really, or the manga. It'll be one or the other. So that's the question: do I draw him with the mask on or off? I feel like he's more recognizable with the mask off, right? On, sorry. Like the mask is super iconic, no? One Piece was my first, but then it broke my heart too fucking much, so I dropped it and then started with Tokyo Ghoul later. I don't want to say anything, but Ace, is that what it was? Right. Okay. I'm gonna wing it. I'm gonna wing it with Kaneki. I'm gonna just wing it. If it turns out shit, it turns out shit. If it turns out good, it turns out good. But I'm actually gonna try and draw this one more in my style. That one I kind of stayed true to the reference to the anime. But with Kaneki, I'm actually gonna try and make it a little bit more in my style. Hunter x Hunter was my first. Sorry, Hunter Hunter, not Hunter x Hunter. Hunter Hunter was my first. I'm so glad it was. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things of Hunter and Hunter Hunter. Can't speak. Can't fucking speak. My favourite anime currently is Vinland Saga. I rave about it a lot. I love it. Love it to bits. Love the manga as well. The only thing that'll beat it for me is when they do an anime adaptation of Vagabond. That'll be it for me. As soon as that happens, it's going to be over. It's going to be over. Vinland will no longer be on top. Should we do Kaneki here? Or should we do him a bit more down? Let's do him over here. Okay. Fuck, I don't know why I got rid of my references. Shit. Right. So I don't know if my head might end up popping into the view, but right. There we go. We go his little nosy. Actually, let's lower that a bit more. Actually, maybe a bit high. Okay, we're gonna have him a little bit hunched because I know he's a ghoul. I don't know much about the lore of Tokyo Ghoul, but I know they're ghouls and they like eat people or some shit. So we're gonna try to kind of looking a bit like hunched over with his neck there a little bit. Also, all the new peeps should join the Discord, sub, and like the video. We nice peoples around here. Yeah, we won't hurt you. I promise. No, yeah, you should sub, please. I would very much appreciate it. This is my first time trying like art streams. I know the camera's ass. I keep going on about the camera, but I feel like I need to keep saying it in case new people join. But I know the camera's ass. We're gonna get a better one at some point, hopefully. But you know, well, part of it is the internet. So you know, according to Streamlabs at least. But yeah, join the Discord. Discord's sick. And if you like books, you should join as well because we do a lot of book readings here. Alright, how does the mask look? I chose to do it from this angle because I know the left eye isn't covered by the mask. So, how does the mask actually look though? Is there any like reference image there? Okay, so I know he's got like a smile or something. It's got like, I don't know masks. Right, I've kind of just got my phone over here just like looking at me like, Okay. Okay. And it's got like a little zipper or something, so let's put the little zips there. Okay. What's kind of on the actual side of the mask is my question. Or does it just kind of like go down along there or something? I don't know, Tokyo Ghoul. I don't know this. Is that like a bolt or something? Yeah, it looks like a bolt to me. Like a big bolt. Right there. Smack bang there. Has he got like a hoodie on or something? Very edgy. We all like a good hoodie. Okay, and then now we're going to do is his big shaggy fuzzy ass hair. Okay. Okay, right. Yeah, I'm going to stick the camera in a lot closer here, I think. You know what? Might even... Don't fall over, don't fall over, don't fall over, don't fall over. Oh, hello. You can see my mug there. Oh no. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's better. That's a good spot. Okay, cool. Actually, I feel like I need to do the teeth first. I feel like it's just as easy as ovals, really, isn't it? I don't know why I was stressing out so much about that. Okay, right, his hair. Right, what does his hair actually look like? It's just kind of very scraggly, scronkly, eh? Very scrankly, scronkly, scraggly, donkly. I fucking hate the opening so much. But now I'm actually drawing it. It's stuck in my head, and I hate it. I'm not happy about it. I want that to be known. There's his ear. Is his ear like covered up? Kind of. Right, now's the bit where I'm going to end up fucking it up, which is the eye. But let's see. Let's see how we do. I know that'll be black there, won't it? I feel like, does that need to be wider maybe? Does that need to be wide? I'm actually kind of not happy with how this is looking. I feel like that needs to be curved more inwards. I feel like the mask needs to be way wider. I don't like it. I don't like how it's looking. I don't like how it's looking. I feel like we've fucked it up. Right, let's try this again. It's mostly just this. I actually as well. That needs to be poking out way more. That's looking way better there. Alright, cool. Shut up, dogs. That opening was so goated in its prime. Yeah, it is prime. In its fucking prime. Now though, no. Even in its prime, like when Tokyo Ghoul was coming out and it was like massive, I even hated it then. I'm just a natural born hater. What can I say? I am a very picky bastard when it comes to anime. In all fairness, I am very picky. I'm still not happy with that. Is it the chin now? The chin. It's got to be the chin, right? That's looking a bit better. Or maybe it is the eye. I don't know. I mean, my thoughts and opinion on like on a lot of anime openings has been stated. Because I've done some streams doing like, you know, like the Roblox thing of like, oh yeah, save one anime opening. That sort of shit. That needs to be like that, yeah. Is there anything we're missing from the mask? How's it looking on stream? It's showing up okay on stream, yeah. Are we missing anything from the mask? Apparently there's like a thing here or something. Pardon me. That was nasty, that burp. My apologies, guys. I feel like the mouth thing is not wide enough. It isn't big enough. I think... Should we go extra big with that? Should we go like big, massive? Big, massive? Alrighty, how's that looking? Is that looking better? That's looking better, isn't it? Yeah. Let's do the zipper over there. Right, here's what I'm going to do. Also trying to figure out how to do the teeth on it as well. Do one more set of teeth there. That's okay. Oh my god, that one's protruding out a lot, isn't it? That's okay though. That's okay. Yeah, he's not looking too bad. He's looking kind of cool. I never thought I'd ever say that about Ken Kaneki. Kaneki Ken. Yeah, it was definitely that was way too small. It looks way better now it's bigger. That looks way better bigger. Okay, right. Now, is that pretty much done in terms of the sketch? Should his eye be wider? I don't know. He does have them red tentacle things, doesn't he? Very kinky. Add like a little bit of like a thing around. We're going to do these red. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're gonna do them in red. All right, cool. I'm actually pretty happy with that. I'm actually really dang happy with that. I'm gonna move the camera. Oh, I'm gonna move the camera. Hello, say hello to my pinky finger there, guys. I'm just gonna move the camera a bit higher up. There we go. That's good. Okay, right. I'll move you guys over that way as well. Sorry, I was just moving everything about. Right, so next job is to start on the watercolour. And shit, I got rid of my paint because I didn't expect to do another drawing. Right, I am going to be right back. I'm going to go and fetch some paint water for my watercolours, and then we can continue onwards. Alright. Oh, shit, I dropped some Tipex. That's not good, is it? Right, I'm not even going to put the be right back thing on. I'm literally just running downstairs quickly to go and grab my paint mug. I'll be 2 seconds. Oh, I'm back. I am back. Alright, cool. Okay, so I've got my paint water. That's all sorted. Oh, That camera's like... Go that way a bit. Yeah, that's good. There we go. Right, okay. So next we need our brushes. Boom. I just didn't expect to be doing another one of these today. Okay. Right, and we need to have really, really watered down grey again. Where'd I put my fan brush? There it is. Cool. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, that's a lot of grey, but it's not very watered down. That is a lot of grey. Not exactly watered down though. Just a tinge bit more. Right, that'll do. Yep. Right. Here we go. Kankaneki. Cool. There we go. Right. Yeah, we're gonna do his hair again. I think same as we did with Shiggy Mariggy, Shiggy Shaggy Maraggy. Yeah, this paper's actually not too bad for watercolor. I didn't think it would be that good, but yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. I'm pretty happy that I got this sketchbook for these for streaming, to be honest. I'm quite excited to fill it up with lots of things. Uh-oh. Run out of drink. In the bin. That was a good throw, that. Got it in. Nice. Right. What brush do we want? Definitely not that one. That one could do. This one. That one will do. Alright. There we go. Just going to do all the darker parts of his hair. I don't want to get too much paint on the brush because otherwise it's just going to be way too dark. Okay. Shift them over there. Okay. Moment of truth. I actually don't feel like this paintbrush is thin enough, but fuck it. We ball. What angle do we want the lighting to come from? I have it coming from behind that way. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, you probably should have waited for the for this to dry a bit more, actually, to be honest. And maybe we didn't actually get enough grey there. Oh, but I feel like that's going to be way too much grey now. Striking a balance. Oh, we're fine. It's okay. We can always just, you know, gradient it a bit more, a bit better. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Shit, yeah, no, I'm gonna get a finer paintbrush because that is way too big. That is too big as well. I don't actually have a lot of fine paintbrushes. That one's definitely not it. Maybe that one? Yeah, actually, that one might do. This one could do the job. Let's have a look. Oh. Yeah, right, yeah, we just need, we need that to dry a lot more. Right, okay, we just... It's the only problem with painting is just you have to wait for everything to dry, and it's like kind of inconvenient. You know what we can do while we're waiting for the hair to dry, actually? What we're going to do? We're gonna do the tentacles. Why not? We're going to do them little background tenties. let's go with this red. We need like a nice crimson. Oh, I'm hoping this is good. I hope this is going to turn out well. Maybe I just keep getting too big a brush. Oh, we definitely didn't water that down enough. That's okay though. That's okay. And also, when we outline it as well, it'll probably be fine. Yeah, see, like, look how much it's all like bleeding outwards because we haven't let the paper dry. We haven't let everything dry, and now we're paying the fucking price for it. It's fine. No, it's fine. It's fine. It'll be okay once we get an outline on it. See, that is like way too like big. With shadows and lighting, do you have any tips? I swear I struggle so much on where to place shadow. It's something you kind of just gotta like work on over time. Really, I still struggle on it sometimes. The best way I can put it is like, you know, this might be quite good to do actually while we're just waiting for all the paint to dry. Just as like a little tip. I don't know. I guess like the best way I can demonstrate it might be, here, if I draw a cube, I know, very ass cube. Right, so there's your cube. Let's say that cube's going to be, I don't know, a house. So, let's go, there's your roof on your house. And then, I don't know, let's make it a little bit more complex even still. Let's add I don't know, like a little overhang there on the house. I don't know. That is a terrible angle, but you get the point. Then you've got to just kind of decide where your lighting is actually coming in from. So, let's say the sun is over there. So your lighting is going to be shedding down like that. So now, whoosh, kind of like that. So, that, the sun won't be touching that pretty easily. It's not facing the sun. So anything that isn't facing your lighting won't be there. But then there's also things like, you know, more thinner materials like hair or fabric. The light might shine over it sometimes. I don't know. So I guess you'd have, that would be shaded because that's kind of facing away. It's all just about like the light placement and then figuring out what the light might not penetrate. And it's like if you look at the solid objects, it's just what, you know, isn't facing the light is pretty much all it's going to boil down to. But when it comes to different materials like hair and fabric, it becomes a little more complex because some of them can be thin enough for light to transfer through. So it's sort of a thing that you kind of just have to figure out. It's like if that, so say if that sun is even further back, so it's like behind the house almost, which given the angle of our shadow, that's terrible, my hand's in the way, which given the angle of the shadow, well, it probably is face a bit more the back of the house. So then you could have this side of the house, like the very front of the house, is also shaded, but it might not be as shaded as that because it's not as far away from the sun. Maybe the sun might be peeking around a little bit, or light could be reflecting off thing. And light is just a really complicated thing, and even I'm still figuring it out. But it's kind of one of them, you just kind of have to take lighting a bit at a time. It's just something you kind of just got to practice on, really, I think. But if that's any consolation, I'm still struggling with it myself. It is a toughie, but yeah, it's part of the reason why I don't actually fuck with colouring that often, because I hate trying to figure out all the lighting and stuff and where everything's gonna go, and you know, I'm just terrible with colours in general. That's why like I'm kind of limiting myself with the palette here. But in general, I do just prefer, like when I'm working on my own comic, I usually just like do black and white regardless. I don't often use a lot of colour in my own works, in my own comics. So, you know, Just gonna iron out some of these lines a bit here, actually. Now that the paint's sort of drying a lot better. But yeah, that's... I'm also not really an art teacher, so maybe it's not really a thing for me to tell you, but yeah, I don't know. It's just something you kind of just gotta keep practicing with and learning over time. And it all depends on the material and where the light's placed, and then where the shadow would go. But the easiest way to think about it for me is like, where is the lighting, and then what surfaces might be hit by it, I guess. So... And also, like, what kind of lighting is it? Is it dim lighting? See, there's so many factors that go into it. It's really complex. I guess, like, with this, like, shiggy paint here, obviously you got some brighter sections of the red here. But obviously the front of it is very shaded due to, you know, there's hatching, it's a darker shade. So the light source is definitely not coming from straight ahead of it. The light source is possibly coming from over here. This side, and it's coming in that way, given that that's all quite bright there and there, or it could be coming from behind, and then, you know, that's why it's still brighter on the edges, and then his hair's quite bright as well, but then this section here is not. You know, it's just a very complicated thing. I'm not exactly an art teacher, so I'm probably not really qualified to say. I also dropped out of uni as well. I didn't fuck with it. It just wasn't for me. I didn't like being told what to do by all my professors, so I said, fuck them. I'm out. Bye! That's what I said. And I got a job as a teaching assistant instead, so, you know. Turned out just fine for me. Well, yeah, go on then. Let's be a bit more sharper with the shading this time. Let's practice it a little bit. No, maybe I've gone a bit too. Maybe I was a bit too hasty, actually. I don't know. Not used to working with greys. I'm not used to it. I'm also using a very fine brush. I probably could have gone a bit bigger, really, but I've either got like medium brushes, big brushes, or like a mega fine brush. What I'll do after this is I don't mind doing a bit of like a sketchbook tour. I can show you guys some other stuff, some failures and some successes. I'm guaranteeing there will be quite a few failures in this sketchbook as well. To be honest, you might even, you know, if you stick in on future streams when I'm drawing and stuff, you might even witness me crashing out at some point over a drawing. That could be quite funny. I don't tend to crash out a lot of my art actually anymore. I used to, but now half the time I just kind of accept it's not one of those days, and then I just kind of leave it at that. That doesn't look the greatest, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It'll look better when like we got an outline on it anyway. Okay, cool. Let's do all the black next, because there is a lot of black. I know this guy, he loves his black. He loves his black. Question is, the black on this palette isn't exactly the grey, so I might have to swap over depending on how this goes. If you want to get a bolder black, which you probably are going to want to get. Yeah, see, that's just like a dark, that's like no different from the grey, to be honest. I probably would have been better off using that, really. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's okay. It works as a base layer. Works as a base layer. It's fine. And you know what? We'll get that same base layer on the mask as well. Why not? That's too big a brush to do that with. Actually, I don't want to do that. I'll end up fucking that up real bad. There we go. Yeah, I hate the advice. Just like, oh, practice a lot, but like, it's kind of the only advice you can really give. That's all it is. It's kind of just a repeat process with art, but like the advice practice does suck ass. You're very good at shading, honestly, just good at art in general. Thank you very much. That means a lot, thank you. These are only just like little sketches. These are characters I've never drawn before. I don't like I don't like My Hero Academia. I don't like Tokyo Ghoul. I'm just kind of fucking around and seeing what happens and just testing the waters, I suppose. Right, that we're gonna do the gums. We're gonna just say fuck it and we're gonna do the gums on there. I think no, actually no, we're not, because then it's gonna bleed over. We're gonna. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get this other paint palette. Yeah, this other paint palette, and we're gonna get some black. I'm gonna darken this bad boy up. Oh, we may not even need to use cross hatching. May not even need to use it. We probably will, but. Oh yeah, way better. Way better already. And then once we get like the like all the outline stuff done as well, it'll look even better then. So his mask is kind of shiny, no? From what I gathered, looking at reference images, his mask is kind of, he's got a little bit of a shing on his mask. A shing? What the fuck is a shing? It just looks like a big blotch of black right now. For being a character you haven't drawn before, it's going good, I'd say. Normally I try to avoid it and just sketch with no colouring because I wouldn't want to mess it up, but I clock sometimes. Yeah, that's all art is. It's all about just like testing the waters and trying, and you know, you're never going to progress if you never try. So sometimes you got to just kind of brave the waters and just kind of go for it, you know. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We'll leave it like that. We probably should have really gone in with the black. Actually, no. No, we'll do the black in his eye with the fine liners, actually. I think that'll turn out better. We're going to wait for that to dry a little bit. We're going to wait for that to dry for a moment. And I'm not going to blow on it. That's what she said. Yeah, it'll look way better once it's outlined. Hopefully. Hopefully, it'll look way better when it's outlined. It doesn't look too great at the moment. It's just very messy. It looks very, very messy. But that's also because, oh shit, yeah, all the red's bleeding. That isn't very good. Look, you can see it all bleeding. That's because I'm just too hasty with shit. I don't wait. I really should have waited with that. It's okay. We can fix it up. We can fix it. We can fix it in post. It's all fine. It's just patchwork. That's all it is. As someone who doesn't, as someone who does art myself, I can only sketch. I cannot colour. I've been trying to add colour, but it's scary. Very open to new things, and that's a good thing. Yeah. I mean, I'm not a fan of working with colour, personally. I'm really not a fan of working with colour. Mostly because I'm not that great with it. Unless we're talking about painting and stuff. I mean, I do have some paintings. I can show them on stream once I finish Kanake. But I tend to just work in black and white. I love doing black and white. I feel like there's like so much like emotion already you can convey in a drawing or a comic page or whatever without colour. But obviously colour's very handy because like things like colour theory, you know. Also, I'm very sorry about the terrible camera. But yeah, it's all just about being open to new things and just trying shit. And if you fail, it's okay. It's not really that big of a failure because you probably learned something. Right, I'm probably being too hasty as always here, and I'm probably jumping in far too early for this, but we are going to try and do the gums and the mask. Yeah, we are definitely being too hasty here, but oh well. If it's fucked, it's fucked. Okay. Okay. Not too shabby, not too shabby. It's the eye. The eye's really messing me up right now. Right, that needs to dry now. We're just gonna leave that to dry completely before we mess with that anymore. We're gonna just leave that to dry completely. The camera quality, I don't mind. It'd be way better than my own if I went live. Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, I think a lot of it is my internet. My internet isn't really the greatest. I mean, I've got like the worst room in my house for it because my room is the furthest away from the Wi-Fi router. So like, I've just like been nerfed. I'd be too good of a streamer, you know. If I had good Wi-Fi, I'd be too good. I'd be number one. I'm humble, trust me. Okay. Oh fuck's sake, I can't. Right, I'm gonna put my paintbrush pot away. We ain't doing any more painting today. We ain't doing any more painting. Honestly, I like, you just kind of gotta trust in the process. Like, I'm looking at that now and I'm like, that is way worse than the sketch, but it'll be fine. Be fine, because it's not finished yet. So, I mean, I was pretty nervous with the Shiggy. Really, I thought Shigaraki there would really be bad, but he actually turned out pretty well. Understandable. How long have you been doing art? Well, I've been drawing since I was little. Like, I started out probably when I was like 5 or 6, just drawing dinosaurs. Love dinosaurs. And then when I was getting older, it moved to Sonic, which then led into anime, and then led into my own stuff. Probably when I probably started trying to get better seriously when I was maybe about 15 or 16. I'm 22 now. I'm still nowhere near as good as I could be, because I slack a lot. I'm a big slacker. But yeah, I don't know, my journey's still going. My journey will probably be going until I die, most likely. Until I'm an old man. Until I'm an old fart with my lovely little private cottage in the Canadian wilderness, off-grid, probably getting mauled to death by a bear. That is where my art journey will end, most likely. Yeah. I think also with art as well, it's also finding your inspiration. It's partly, a lot of it's just finding inspiration. Yeah, that's mostly dry except for the black bit. Right, we can start outlining. Trust in the process. Where do I start? Start here. I doubt the paint's even fully dried properly still, but that's okay. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that outline of the hair so far. But we all have our art blocks sometimes. Oh god, yes. You keep going with art. You've been very good already and will only improve. Yeah, everyone only improves. Yeah, everyone gets art block. Art block is a shit thing. I hate it. I hate it a lot. But the way I kind of counter it is trying new things. Like when I started doing watercolouring, that was because I had an art block, I didn't know what to draw. So I was like, fuck it, let's just try something new, let's do watercolouring. Or another time it was, I'm bored, I don't know what to do next, so I'm going to try some more maybe physical forms of art, like wood carving. And I love wood carving, it's so much fun. Or like clay modelling. I'm going to try acrylic paints, or maybe I'll try markers, or crayons, you know. No, so just trying loads of different things. That's like what I find to be the best way to get out of art block, is just be like, fuck it, I'm gonna try a new material, you know? Because I think a lot of the time, at least for me personally, art block tends to get brought on by staleness. I guess is the best way I'd describe it. Is things just become stale and boring, and I get art block because I don't know what to do next because I just feel bored of that material. And I tend to find that just trying something new is what tends to get me out of it, because then I kind of end up gaining a new hyperfixation. And I go, fuck, man, now I need to get like these sick ass paints and stuff. And sometimes those things will stick, sometimes they won't. But at least you tried it. Even if it doesn't stick, at least you tried it. You know, I actually, in a weird sort of way, I kind of like the red bleeding out of the eye bit. I know the camera quality is not good. You probably can't make that out completely, but yeah. That's good advice. I tried to start painting with like acrylic and oil pastels. I really want to try pastels, etc. But painting makes me nervous because like people make more than anything else. I find painting people hard. Yeah, I don't paint people. I rarely paint people. I paint landscapes, Bob Ross style. Is how I describe it. Bob Ross style. I love landscape painting. I like landscapes in general. That was another thing that helped me get out of an art block was like I love drawing characters and stuff. Characters are always fun, but sometimes you got to change it up. And so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna draw a landscape, or I'm gonna paint a landscape, and then I painted it, and I thought, this is sick. Let's do another one, and another one, and another one, and then it just doesn't stop. And then you're buying canvases left and right. You're getting new paints. It's it's fun. It's like a reward in its own right when you discover something new that you enjoy. But I like to try and be a jack of all trades, so to speak. So like I like to try my hand at everything and try and get to at least like an intermediate level with most things. I literally just wait for my paint mug to try and take a drink of it. Like my hand was like, yes, drink. Grabs the paint mug. Fucking hell. He'd be choking out on the floor. Christ, that could have gone bad. Right. I'm going to move this just a bit closer to me. There we go. Okay, right. Okay. We're going to do the mouth now. Oh. 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 Boom. And then it's pretty much all just going to be down to shading again now. It's all just going to be down to our lovely cross hatching, which I love. Love, 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 love. Love cross hatching to bits. My favorite way to shade is cross hatching. Should also probably do a couple more little bits and bobs with the hair, really. Boom. Yeah, that's looking way better. I mean, it looks better in real life. My camera is not... I'm not going to lie, my camera is not doing it justice. When it comes to like sketches, what do you prefer making? Like characters, portraits, landscapes, animals? Characters. Characters, easily. But I do like sketching some landscapes. Animals, I'm not very good at them. But I do love drawing monsters. Monsters are mwah, 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 so much fun. Because you just get to take the rules of anatomy and physics that you might have been learning for so long, and you just get to flip it on top of its head to make something spooky and awesome, and it's really fun. It's basically just taking the rules that you learned and breaking it. And then like you'll look at someone's drawings and like I don't know, they've made the legs too skinny or they've made the arms too fat or something, and you'll go, oh, that looks kind of funky, you know. It's kind of taking that to like a big extreme, and I love that, and I love that a lot. Buongiorno.
Tea.
Tea? Wonderful. Right. How's my nan? Nanny Pearl. Telling me my tea's ready. I'm going to go grab that in a moment. And then, I don't know, I guess it'll be a mukbang stream for a bit. Just gonna... There we go. Right. I'm going to go and grab my dinner, my tea. The camera will be off for a little bit. You're going to see a background. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put intermission on. Oh, yeah. We got an intermission. So I was just trying to add my microphone into this intermission bit so I can still talk while I'm having my dinner. I'm also going to turn the camera off in the intermission and turn that off. Off. There we go. Cool. Right, I will answer your question when I just get back. I will be 2 seconds. I'm back. Hello. You're going to hear me munching and crunching during my little break. Ah, man. I think I ran up the stairs a bit too quick. Oh. Interesting to have an accent. Where are you guys from? UK. From the UK. Great Britain. Great Britain. Alright, just going to have my scran, and then we're going to carry on. Actually, I didn't expect to stream for so long today, but I got to go at about 7 o'clock, so I got a D&D game. It's going to be awesome. Oh, it's my landlord shine outside my house. Finished project looks great. Love it so much. I gotta go, bro. But I really hope the algorithm works more in your favor because you're so underrated. Oh, thank you so much, dude. Thank you so much. That really means a lot. I hope to see you again in a future stream or whatever, man. It's been really nice chatting with you. Thank you so much for just tuning in. It just giving me the time of day, to be honest. It really means a lot. So thank you so much. Why is there 2 chat boxes? I don't know why there's 2. Oh well. It's fine. Get your message on screen twice. Sorry, I didn't want to talk with my mouth full. What do you mean by you're mixed? What, like you're, like, what part of your family's from one country, or like you've lived in multiple countries, or what did that mean? Ah, crunchy. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm an idiot. You meant ethnicity wise. Fair enough. My bad. My bad, fam. My bad. I live in Mass. Mass? I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. I don't know where that is. I'm so sorry. Oh, Massachusetts. Did I pronounce that right? Massachusetts, right? Nice. I've heard the US is a bit fucked right now. I mean, the US is going in. The UK is going in the same direction. But I'd love to visit the US someday. Mostly just for like the national parks, really. I'm a very big fan of folklore and paranormal stuff. And I would really love to go and visit the Appalachians. Would love to. Obviously, respecting all the lore and the history around the place. I wouldn't go in there and just start whistling at night and yelling Skinwalker at the top of my lungs or bullshit like that, like some of these YouTubers do. But I'd absolutely love that. I want to just go and visit the national parks. Yellowstone as well. Even though I'd probably get attacked by wolves and probably die, but you know. Wish I could. Even though I live here, I don't really travel. That's fair. I don't really travel a lot in the UK either. Not too often. And then when I do travel, it's not really going very far. Either like the next city across, or that's it. Yeah, I think the furthest I've travelled in the UK has probably been to Wales. Actually, no, Skegness. It's about a 3-hour drive from me. Which isn't very far, really, in retrospect. I mean, when you look at the US and stuff, definitely nowhere near as far as, like, between states and stuff. Where did you go on that trip? Do you remember? Also, I'm curious, am I the first UK person who hasn't gone, ugh, America? Bleh. I feel like I'm the first. I feel like it's a new thing. Could be the new meta, you know? Don't remember the place we went to. I'm gonna search it up. Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't remember half the school trips I used to go on either. Anyway, we never used to go very far. I think I was in college, which is like high school in America, like your last couple of years of high school in America. Went to a museum, an art museum, and all my teachers were pissed off at me because I didn't like the modern art section. I hate modern art. I like the Renaissance paintings, is what I really liked, and like all the ones of like Greek chariot races and shit like that, or like Roman chariots and stuff like that. I really love those paintings so much. I love historical paintings, but I do not like modern art at all. I think sculpture's alright, but a lot of the paintings, I'll just take like a blank canvas, draw a circle on it, and go, "This represents how broken humanity is." Or some shit like that, and then everyone claps, and then they get loads of money. And it's like, okay, whatever, chief. Ah. I'll let that go down for a minute. I can go take my plate away and wash it up. Ah. To be fair, there's quite a few places I'd like to go and visit in the world. Quite a lot. I'd love to go to Canada. That's where I really want to be. Really want to just live off grid in Canada. Be sick. I think it was Six Flags or something like that. I don't remember. Isn't correct me if I'm wrong. I probably will be. But Six Flags is like it's like an amusement park, right? Right. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go and take my plate downstairs, and then we can do some like sketchbook tours and stuff. I can show you guys some stuff. I was like a 5th grader, I think. And there was a bunch of other schools going on the trip too. The kid's 10 times my size and age, and I got lost in another class. Ah, that's awful. I think like the closest we had to Six Flags is Alton Towers. Great place. Love Alton Towers. I went there once on a school trip as well, and I remember just losing my entire group. Like we lost everyone. It was crazy. I don't know how we all got lost and separated, but yeah, crazy. Right, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go take my plate downstairs, wash it up, put it away, and I'll be back and we can hang out some more. Right, I'll be right back. Boom! Guess who's back? Me! The GOAT! That's me, bro! Hello, I'm back. Right. So, we have our... If I just gotta adjust the camera. Oh, pardon me. Pull goes back this way a little bit. There you go. It's a bit better, isn't it? No? That's more of a problem with the camera. There we go. Right. Yes, she was stacked on some books. So we got our finished product. Ken Kaneki, Sugar Maraki, lighting, I guess. There we go. Right. How we doing? How we doing? Let's pop these away as well. How we all doing? How we all feeling? I probably got a call in a few. A new D&D game that's being set up. One of my friends wants to call and just explain a bit about the lore and stuff. Make sure we've got the right expectations for the game. I don't know when that call will be, but... Okay, so... let me put that there. Move that a bit further this way. Let's move that further. There you go. There you go. Right. Whoosh. Thingies. Right. Let's. What was I going to do? I was going to do like a little sketchbook tour, wasn't I? That's what I was going to do. Well, I have quite a few sketchbooks, but I'm going to go through one in particular that I've been working on throughout the years. Probably actually had this one for probably roughly about bang on a year now, actually. So, this one I got, you can tell how like grimy and old it is. It's not even filled out yet. It's probably like a good chunk of the way there, but not completely done. So, let's go through it. Why not? Let's go through it. So, I got this sketchbook about a year ago now, just before I was going on holiday to the beach. And yeah, well actually it was like a week or two before, and this was the first page I ever did. I don't know why, I just really wanted to draw an old guy. Kind of turned out looking a bit Asian, to be honest. But he's grumpy because his wife left him. And then that's his wife, and she left him. You have any pets? Such a random question considering the topic, but it just popped up in my head. We'll get on to that. That is something that will be revealed in the sketchbook. These are awful pages. Terrible pages. I hate this page, but this one, I'm quite happy with this sketch. Me and my friend, we were sat in Costa, a local coffee shop, pretty big chain, and I saw this one very huge person sat, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to try and sketch him, but I'm going to make him really bulky and muscly. And then that one, we don't talk about that one. This one, my best friend, he has a show called The Hero War that he's working on. There's one of the characters called Frankenstein, or Frank. I actually voice act him, a couple of the cartoons, the animatics and stuff. Very fun. Very fun character to voice act. He sounds like this. It's very awesome. But yeah, he's very cool. This, don't talk about that. These are some of the sketches I did while I was on holiday. They're very old, very mucky. That was my mom holding a vape because she likes vapes. That's one of my dogs. Well, sadly, she isn't with us anymore. Her name was Miley. Not exactly a great sketch, but she was just lying down, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to sketch her. Miley was a cross between a Jack Russell and a Staffordshire Bull Terrier. She was a rescue. And we don't know what her life was like before. We knew she had pups. We got her about 2 years old. And she had a lot of allergies. And eventually she went blind. She got cataract. And she went blind in both eyes. Bless her. And then she had to have one of the eyes surgically removed. And then she passed away almost a year ago now. Almost a year ago. It was... this month last year. So it's been a year without her. Miss her so much. She was a lovely dog. Growled a lot. She growled a lot, but I miss her a lot. Wonderful dog. And then just like, I don't know, like a really shitty seaside sketch. I was just sketching like the cupboards, one of the roller coasters. That's my grandparents' dog Molly. That's Nanny Linda. A little vending machine that I thought I'd sketch down. Well, that was fun. Hi, Genie. Okay, this was fun. So these were more sketches I did on holiday. That was my other dog, Rocky. He was a Staffordshire Bull Terrier. We had him since I was 7 years old. He passed away in October, and that was very tragic. I had him since I was a little kid, basically. He was like my brother, although he hated me. He never growled. He was like, honestly, the perfect dog. He never growled at anyone. He never attacked anyone. He never attacked me as a kid or anything. In fact, I'm surprised he didn't because of the shit that he used to fucking do. I used to climb on him and everything when I was really little, and then I just used to annoy him when I was too old to climb on him. There was a random tent on the beach. See, I love sketchbooking because like you have all these memories. Like a lot of these, I can remember exactly when or where I drew them or what the context was. That was supposed to be my stepdad walking the dogs on the beach. That was my mom off in the distance. Bottle of Jack Daniels because I love alcohol. This was a random guy I saw at a market, and he just looked very interesting to the point where I remembered him, and I thought I'm just gonna draw him. So I got back to the caravan. I drew this guy. Yeah, I think it's funny. Rocky and Miley they were. I drew a mini version of him here, and then this was after my holiday. I got back home. Baldy. I don't know why I drew a bald guy. Invincible Under the Sun. So, my favourite manga, Vagabond. That's the protagonist, Musashi Miyamoto. Very cool guy, very awesome guy. That's the other guy that's supposed to be his old best friend called Matahachi. He like women. Bro's stanced up. He is stanced up. He absolutely is. But yeah, I love Vagabond, and I thought I'd try and draw the protagonist, Musashi Miyamoto, on my own. That's Milkmat. That's my rap persona, Milkmat. It says I'm nobody's milkman. That's one of the songs that we made. You can go check out those songs on Claphouse Records, I think it's called. And like a fire emoji and clap emoji. Check it out, they're great songs. Your book does look like it's filled with memories. That's nice. That's how like a sketchbook should be, in my opinion. Practicing and memories, you know. That was my best friend Kai's hand while he was drawing. I didn't know what he was drawing, but I drew his hand. And creating. But yeah. This is when Miley passed away. I just got some like, I don't know, scrapbook stuff. That's like her paw print that we got back. Miss her a lot. This is from my comic. Yeah, that's all I really have to say to that. That's something from my comic. Go check it out, Last Stronghold Official on Instagram, or you can find it on Webtoons, The Last Stronghold. But yeah, I really do miss Miley. I wish I had a page for Rocky, but I was never given a paw print of him. But you know, here was some other stuff. This is when I started work again. In about September, I'm pretty sure. A little Godzilla. Something from Dark Souls. City Street. I don't know. That's my best bud, Kai. I don't know what he was yapping about, but he was yapping about something, and he said homunculi. Or he says it homunculi. Whoa, comic stuff, yo! Homunculi. I do like a little bird. Piss off or get shot. I don't know. I had an idea for like an apocalyptic bass and cheering violently. This is from Dune. I love Dune. Great sci-fi movie. Dogs outside. There's a big sandworm, someone running. This is from another comic that I was working on. It was a Power Rangers thing that was ages ago. I still kind of want to work on it. I might redo it, to be honest. But those are the helmets. You got the red, blue, yellow, green, pink, silver, gold. Boom. Dinosaur season. That's my best bud again. Forilla Nabarillabong. That was just something we started saying. It was very funny. Other sketches. Sonic the Magic Fly. There's like a deck where there's like a bench here that me and my best bud just sit on. We actually hung out yesterday and we sat here. It was great. That's one of the characters from my best bud's cartoon, who's basically just me. He inspired him by me. He's pretty cool, so I thought I'd draw him. Trees, man jumping, and I was trying to practice some dynamic poses. They didn't really do too well though. I don't know, panda, question mark. This was from Vinland Saga. I love Vinland Saga. I was reading the manga at the time. The end of the first bit. That was King Swain, I think his name is. And there was like a quote from the character Askeladd, which is awesome. And he was like, his eyes are tired. He's like, that's the face of a king? His eyes are so tired, like sort of thing. It was awesome. Random house. I tried drawing this while I was on a train. Did not work out. Looks like a lake. Or a river, sorry. Yeah, not very good, that one. But you seem so underrated. Thank you so much. Seems like good. I don't know how it's not more popular. Thank you so much, dude. That means a lot. These are some other sketches I did on the train from going home from work. It was like really like rough, so I was like, okay, maybe if I just go lightly and kind of let the roughness of the train moving kind of guide it, you know. And that's kind of, I just came up with a couple of these, and then I said fuck it, and I just did these. That's the album cover for my favorite metal band, Tesseract, and my favorite song by them, Legion. Actually, my second favorite song now. But yeah, it's like Spaceman sort of dude, very cool. That's from The Last of Us, the video games. I love the video games. Unbroken is the name of the soundtrack songs. I tried drawing hands here, perspective with the finger pointing at you. It's like that, it's like that. That's actually not too bad when you put it side by side. You know? It's not too bad, that's okay. And then, I don't know, I had the idea to do a guy with a really massive upper body and then, like, tiny hips. I thought that was quite funny, and then give him big shorts. I don't know. There's some other stuff. Bald guys again. Big bald guys. No legs. I was listening to a podcast with Papa Meat and Wendigoon. And Papa Meat, I think it was Creepcast. Yeah, it was Creepcast. And Papa Meat was talking about his granddad who had no legs and was blind. Had a shotgun. Great story. Something. Crying eye. Very sad. Boom! Planet blowing up. I was listening to Die With A Smile by Bruno Mars and Lady Gaga when I drew that, and I was like, yeah, the world's ending. Blow up the planet. This was supposed to be Hagrid. Turned out to look like Santa. So I just put hitting the weights for Mrs. Claus. This is my character for my Harry Potter video game. Not video game. D&D game that I'm playing in with two of my best friends, Sam and John. Sam occasionally pops into the stream. This is my character, Jace Armitage. He's a Gryffindor. He's an emotional little fuck. He loves fire. And he loves apple juice. He loves apple juice. Here's some more Vinland Saga. That's Thorfinn, Einar. Love those two boys. There's a little bit. Thorfinn's like, kill me instead. Very cool. Caveman, little castle. These are about October, this drawing was. You a fan of Papa Meat? I've seen him a couple times from another streamer, but I haven't checked him out myself. Yeah, I love him. I love Papa Meat so much. He's amazing. My favourite YouTuber. Gotta be. Just some perspective work. You know. Foreshortening, testing out with cubes, tried to do like a human shape there, like a hallway. It's just fucking about with stuff. Trees, practicing drawing trees and bark. Yeah. Let's go apple juice! Classic Fire and Joy. I love fire so much. Fire is my favourite element. Anyone ask me what my favourite element is, it's fire. Sorry, I got a bit of a delay. It's probably on my... No, it's fine. It's the latency of the stream. I love Vinland Saga. It's my favourite anime. Vinland Saga is my favourite anime. Genuinely fucking changed my life. I used to be like such a angry little fuck, I feel like. Whenever I look back at myself, before I started like getting into like Vinland and Vagabond and stuff and very philosophical works, I used to be very angry. I used to be quite kind of spiteful and horrible. And now I watch them and also things like The Last of Us Part 2, especially, and Part 1. Stories about love and, how revenge isn't very good and violence and stuff. And, they changed my perspective a lot on life. And now I like to think that I developing into a better person. I don't know. This was at work. It was the end of the day at work. I work as a teaching assistant. One of the kids in my class was like, you should draw like Dragon Ball. And I was like, okay, alright, well, I don't really know Dragon Ball, so I'll just like kind of, I don't know, do something. That's supposed to be the Kamehameha blast and stuff. I don't know what that was. This is supposed to be like a spirit bomb. He described it to me, so I drew it like that, and then he was like, that's wrong! Oh, God. Sure thought I made a fire superhero character for a TTRPG. Fire's awesome. It's the best. You're very good with perspective. Thank you very much. This is the protagonist from my comic. He's got a jawline like fuck. And I tried to draw him with like more like flatter down hair. Kind of inspired by Season 2 Thorfinn. Yeah. Using different coloured fine liners. Some mountains, I guess. I don't know. Cowboy, Red Dead Redemption. Love Red Dead Redemption. That was supposed to be like, I don't know, someone hiding in the cave. Yeah. Here's some more stuff. I was using like a paintbrush pen thingy. I don't know how to do them. Raymond Robert. I remember Raymond Robert. What do you do for work? I'm a teaching assistant at a special educational needs school. But yeah, that's Raymond Robert. He was just a random guy that I passed by on the street while I was walking to work. And I loved his hat. His hat, I remember, was distinctly like, like oxidized copper. It was that sort of colour. And he just looked so unique in my mind. I just had to draw him when I got to work. And everyone in the staff room loved it. Don't Get the Cheese Touch. Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Great films. Geralt from The Witcher. Tried drawing this train station. Didn't really work out too well. But it's okay. Nirvana. The Utero album cover. Micah Bell from Red Dead Redemption. I don't know why I wanted to draw Micah Bell. But some more Last of Us. John Gom. That's my favourite guitarist. Dinosaurs. That was a guy at work. His name was Matthew. He's very cool older guy. He was always smiling, always happy. This is around about Christmas time, and he had this really fucking awesome dinosaur Christmas jumper, and I want it. I wanted it. That's Soler from Dark Souls. There's Raymond again. I had a theory about Raymond that he was a priest by day and a vampire hunter by night. It was very cool, and he keeps like shotguns in his in his trench coat. Awesome guy. I miss Raymond. I only saw him like once after that day I first saw him. That was something I was like practicing for my comic. The protagonist, he has firepower, so I was like, oh shit, maybe I could do like, I don't know, a panel where he bursts into fire and like, kind of like blasts off his skin and stuff like that. You can kind of see the bones and like he regenerates, kind of like a phoenix and stuff. I don't know. I was practicing it. I like the idea conceptually. It's very fun. A chair at work, some samurais standing up. I don't know. Yeah, such a takes. Not just Vinland Saga, but The Witcher too. Love The Witcher. Love the books. That was another guy at work called Anthony. I started drawing him and then he got up and left. And I was like, fuck. So I just drew the chair. Put Anthony's chair, but he's not there. Bless him. Anthony was cool. This was something else from my comic that I started conceptualizing, like a little landscape. It's supposed to be like almost like a ravine that's opened up in the earth, and it's kind of split that way. But there's sort of like the stone, bits of stone and like rock are still intact, and it almost looks like flesh being pulled apart. Very cool. I like the idea. Definitely going to be keeping it for my comic. This was a perspective drawing of me on the train, just like looking down at me drawing, with my epic winter coat on because it was winter. Terence the Triceratops. He loves plants. He's a gardener. He is a dog walker, but he's not an alcoholic, not like me. And he is a gym man. He's part of the chair now. This was like a bigger, wider sketch of something I did earlier. You might remember it if I go back to it. This sketch I decided to do like a full page one. I'm okay with how it turned out in like a 15-minute time window. So yeah. This was I went out for the day to go and visit grandparents with my stepdad and my mom. I tried drawing my mom on the chair. This is their dog, Reggie, but I made his ears way too big, so I made him an emo as well. I don't know why. That's my stepdad. He sat in a chair, and he was yapping about work or something, and he just said, I only picked up little parts of the conversation. He's got very small writing, I remember him saying that. I'm wiping arses all day was another thing he said, and they are trousers, in all capital letters. He was very angry with that one. Oh god, we're going to skip that page. That one's awful. We're going to skip that page. That's disgusting. That's my D&D character again for Harry Potter. Great. He's doing Bombarda. That's his like signature spell. The Bio Lizard from Sonic. Sonic Adventure 2, but I gave him long, luscious locks. We're going to skip the next page because it's awful. I tried drawing some Sonic characters, but it was not good at all. That's my best friend. He just looked really serious while he was drawing, so I decided to make him like squatting down. His name's Little Stomp, and he's got a snowman best friend, and he stomps on planets. We were going to go see the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, Sonic 3. The eyes on the dog looks like he's staring into our souls. I'm glad I conveyed such emotion. But yeah, this is my best friend screaming, and I just put Live and Learn hanging on the edge of tomorrow, because Live and Learn from Sonic Adventure 2. And then he decided to draw me. I passed my sketchbook to him, and he drew me, basically doing the same thing, but bigger. Put me where Maria gets shot. It was awesome. That's my granddad! That's my granddad! Granddad Chris. Love him to bits. Merry Christmas, you stupid boy. Love him to bits. He's off in Portugal now. He's having a great time. I was out during the day with my friend Beth. I don't know why she looks Asian there, but she kind of does. Very terrible. I tried during a big set of game console. I don't know. Sonic movies are goated of console. I don't know. Sonic movies are goated, of course they are. That's on the planet. That is Mandy. Love Mandy. Mandy is one of my work colleagues. She's great. She's awesome. She had like a whole character arc with me. We started out beefing, as I usually do when I first meet people, and then eventually we were best friends. And she asked if I could draw her. I said, "Do you want me to draw you?" She said, "No. Don't draw me. I don't like being drawn." And so I didn't draw her. But then she kept making jokes. She was like, "Oh yeah, you could draw me like one of your French girls," stuff like that. Portraits and pictures of her. And it was because one year for Christmas, her husband got a family portrait of them. And she really hated the way that she looked in it. Oh no, it's frozen? The stream's frozen? Uh-oh. Out, and her husband said that he also hated it. It was very funny. But yeah, she let me draw her. It was very nice. Shit internet because your mum very nice. Shit internet because your mum put the sky on. Shit. Right, we're gonna have to get through this quick before the stream crashes. Out with friends. Tried drawing a man. I don't know. Very cool. Also reference to someone sitting. Pokemon idea concepts. I was reading the Book of Five Rings by Musashi Miyamoto. It was very cool. Very awesome. I really hope the stream hasn't crashed. I drew dead guy. Accept yourself as a dead body was one of the quotes. Do not fear death. When given the choice between life and death, always choose death. Perceive what that which cannot be seen with the eye. Stuff like that. Little quotes from the book. And then also just drawings of the character from the manga. Oh yeah, our skipped frames are like going up really bad. Yeah, no, it's definitely partly my internet. Like literally now it's just been like skipped frames over 45% over the last 2 minutes. It's been very high. Right, I'm gonna get this bit of the stream done, and then we're gonna end it for today. But sketchbook tour, I might go over it in another future stream more briefly. More perspective work, thumbnailing shots that I might want to draw. More stuff. I don't know. More thumbnailing shots. This was a drawing that I did. Love this drawing. Very cool. Woodlands. Cowboy. More woodlands. Then I started using a grey eyeliner, which is why it's so like faint, I guess. More perspective work. This is something from my comic. The protagonist, I guess. I love horror, so I decided to kind of make it kind of start tearing out from his own skin. Very cool. And then some song lyrics by my favourite band, Tesseract, that I thought related to the character. Cavemen! Again, I like cavemen. Cavemen are cool. Tried conceptualising a more detailed picture. Didn't really work out. I'd subscribe because I don't want to miss any other lives you do. You seem very skilled. If I'm not on, I'm likely asleep. I have a horrid sleep schedule. Hey, who doesn't these days? Thanks so much. I really appreciate it. I do stream like near enough every day, reading live streams. So more conceptualizations of the transformation. That one where it's like wearing his own skin on his face. It's kind of all Guts Berserk. Drew Guts' sword from Berserk because I like Berserk. I went out on a trip to some hills, did a walk. There was some sheep. Sketched the sheep. Sketched the rock. You know, tried drawing someone else at work. Didn't really work out. I don't even remember her name. That's another character from my best friend's cartoon called Dakota.